right, welcome back. This is Breakfast Central. We're almost at the top of the hour, which means we will be calling it a day very soon. But not before we get into Tech Tuesday. I'm joined by Innocent Uchenna. Good morning and welcome. I'm excited to speak to you about digital marketing today.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Now let's get into it. What is it about digital marketing that gets you excited, and why are you so passionate about this?
Well, let's say everything has gone digital, and the passion came from being able to evolve from the regular traditional stuff to digital, especially in respect to marketing and other aspects. Yeah. And
so when we speak of digital marketing, what are we talking about? Is it about buying ads on Facebook, or is it about what exactly is digital marketing?
okay, buying ads on Facebook is just a component of digital marketing. Digital marketing in general is being able to pull one or two channels, being with the help of the internet and internet-enabled devices to be able to drive growth and marketing. So it could be via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, digital display ads that even come up on your phones, SMSs, and all that. So all these factors are able to drive marketing digitally.
No, I love that you say that, because, you know, we're in an era where, especially as Africans, we're so excited about digital marketing, about, like you said, all these things that pop up on people's phones in various ways. However, our internet penetration is still very low comparable to the rest of the world. Why are brands still so excited about the digital space when the statistics say that it's only a minimum number of Africans who have access to the internet?
Okay, I would say it's of two things. So the available addressable market, which most of these companies are trying to reach out to, are digitally inclined.
I see.
So they could easily reach them. The second factor is Africa is growing faster than we know it, even though it's not as fast as it hasn't gotten to the level on which other countries are on yet. But hoping and planning for the future that more people imbibe digital and they will be ready and prepared for those audience.
And, you know, talking about, you know, growing, and that always for me relates to the youth population and young people who are, you know, so much more invested in the digital space. And you find a lot of young people are plugging into it. What are the opportunities for young people where digital marketing is concerned?
There are a lot of opportunities. So looking at the current state, what opportunities or what platform has it provided for the young people? Now you see more entrepreneurs who are solo entrepreneurs, but they've been enabled by digital. They sell on Instagram, they sell on Twitter, they sell on every other platform. Even WhatsApp, you could put up status of your product or service and people are hitting you up. It has removed that gap where you're restricted by a lot of factors, and the opportunities that are there include increased job opportunities because the landscape is growing. You need you need to be able to key into this opportunity. So it provides job opportunities. It provides opportunity for entrepreneurship or entrepreneurial-minded youths to be able to still make a living. And looking at how the economy could be or is. There's a lot of limit, but people have used this means to be able to fend for themselves. And also in the aspect of education, I would say the internet was a major part of even how I came to end up being a digital marketing professional. I would say 80%, if not 90%, of all I learned was on the internet. Incredible. And that's digital.
That is digital, and I love that we're flipping it to, you know, we're talking more, you know, as much as we've focused on those practitioners, people like you who've gotten into this market, now we're looking at people who are learning and also consumers. And when I think of consumers, I think of, for example, let's talk e-commerce, and you look at Jumia, which is arguably one of the biggest e-commerce businesses on the continent. And all of the problems that they have faced, especially on the consumer end with delivering. How does the consumer protect themselves from being, shall I say, misinformed by digital marketing? Because that's the other side of it, is that not everything behind a filter is real.
Okay. Misinformation by digital marketing, I would say it's only a continuation of, would I say, what some people have done in marketing in the true sense. So even if digital was not there, if it was print, there are ads that went on print that were not actually accurate. So it's I would say most times for brands as big as that, it's the work of certain bodies to ensure that the information you're passing is as accurate as possible. Then yes, for consumers, that's why the internet is there. You have the right to be able to shop around. So instead of walking into a brick and mortar store, having to walk around and feel weird for checking products and not being able to make a purchase decision at that point, on the internet you can check what the product says, shop around, check other websites and make a comparison. And then if you make a purchase decision and it goes south, you also have the internet to help magnify your voice.
With that. Okay.
So
to call them out.
Exactly. You send an email, nobody responds. Okay. You try to call, nobody's saying anything useful. You go online, and I can assure you, your issues are almost solved faster than when you go through any other means. Okay. I worked with a company where and I managed the online presence. I was the online marketing manager. Once the complaints get to the online, I do everything as much as possible to take them offline.
To wipe it away.
Exactly. So this meant having to work with all the internal factors to make sure those issues were sorted.
And very last, but certainly not least, now when I think about bringing issues online and shopping online and so forth, there's one thing that comes to my mind, which is security. And security concerns are increasing daily because of this wonderful thing called algorithms. Now, all of a sudden today, if I Google eyeglasses, before I know it, in the next 24 hours, I have things popping up from every angle marketing glasses to me. Now, how safe am I? How safe is my information online, where I almost feel like digital marketers are vultures for my information because now they feel like I'm their perceived audience and they're ready to just pounce on me. Sometimes it's welcome, but sometimes I'm just like, wow, okay, I was only thinking about coffee 2 minutes ago. Why are there coffee ads popping up all over my timeline now?
Okay, so this is how it works. Firstly, it works by browser cache and user information. So you go on Google, make certain search phrases, and you begin to see that kind of ad. Firstly, your data, I would say you have allowed for a certain level of data to be used to be able to reach you with products and services that you might need. So, and that's where the issue of the GDPR did come in. Before you open accounts on this platform, please feel free to read the terms and conditions, the privacy policy.
I know it goes back to the terms and conditions. Yeah.
And if you're not okay with the fact that we'll be suggesting products to you according to your interest or your footprint on the internet, don't open the account.
Wow.
You could also restrict. There are also certain restrictions. For instance, on your Google device or your mobile phone, you can restrict that you do not want maybe your search terms being stored.
How many people know about this stuff?
Also, you visit websites, it asks you to save that they're going to use. There's a cookie information that comes up. They're going to be saving some cookie and cache on your browser, and you click OK just to continue. If you do not want that, don't click OK, because they actually use that information to be able to reach you again.
You as a digital marketer uses that information.
The platforms.
Innocent, this has been an incredible conversation. I really value your input. We're rounding up now, but lastly, before you go, what's the future of digital marketing for Africa? Because we're seeing it grow at a crazy pace. Is this sustainable, or is a bubble gonna burst soon?
I would say it is very sustainable.
Okay.
Given the fact that we are still like 10 steps behind the very, very developed world that has gone a step further with what we do with digital. We are still in the infant stages, and there's still a lot that has to be done and that can be done with digital.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, thank you very much. Very insightful.
Thank you.
Now I know I might need to shut down some accounts, but it's too late. My information is out there already, isn't it?
It's too late, and you really do not need to shut down some accounts.
I'm tired of
All
marketing in my face.
Possibly, if you see certain ads you don't like, there is a little X on the top right corner. Sometimes you can find it somewhere else. Click on it and say you don't like that kind of ad. You will never see that kind of ad again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice tip to close this segment. There you have it. Tech Tuesday with digital marketing. And of course, how it affects the consumer. What can you do to protect yourself from your information and your data being all over the place for the use of marketing? Now, we're going to take a very quick break. When we return, it's a trend wave. And of course, we round up the show. See you in a bit.